You're listening to the Profit Connections podcast. Entrepreneurs and franchise owners, you'll want to tune in. If you're looking to create a rock-solid business, sick of being stuck on the plateau, and ready to kick it up more than just a notch, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Sharon Galuzzo, and I believe in unleashing your full potential to create resilient, successful businesses that in turn make significant positive impacts in our world. Welcome to the Profit Connections podcast. Welcome to the Profit Connections podcast. I have a special guest today here, and you are going to want to hear what Lois has to say. This is Lois Wyant, and she is going to talk to you about the biggest buzzword going on in business, in marketing, in anything that you're doing with your business. These two letters have come into your life. They are A and I. I'm going to let Lois introduce herself to you, and we're going to talk about AI for your business. Take it away, Lois.
Hey, thank you, Sharon. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. So I am an online visibility expert, especially working with clients who have a location business. All right. So if you have a location, like you specifically service an area, I have some great tips for you. So we are going to talk about AI, and I had to narrow it down to my 4 favorite tools just because of time. So I hope that's okay, because I have a long list, and I'll actually share that list with Sharon that she can share with your listeners. So
Awesome. That's great. So we're going to get into your 4 top favorites, but just before we get started with that, tell me how and why AI is so important for location-based businesses.
well, specifically for the Google rankings. So my process is to help people get their rankings up in Google. And if you're like a client, your client is worldwide, that's really a span that Google doesn't really help us with because they're so focused on local. But if you service, say, like Raleigh, Durham, and Franklinton, then these are things that we can really focus and let Google know about.
This is really important. When we had our location-based business, we got really, really good at these. Well, they were Google AdWords at the time, and now there's more and much more that you can do with it. But actually mastering these things will increase your business exponentially, because getting to inside the minds of your customers and how they're looking for you, what they're saying, what they're looking for. As business owners, we're so focused on what we do. We all sometimes forget that we need to be thinking about it from the mind of the client. And so getting really clear about that is what I think that they need to do. Is that right?
Yes, that is so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, Lois, I want to hear your first favorite.
All right. First favorite is someone that everybody's probably heard of, and that's either Chat or Perplexity. So some kind of a chat tool to actually talk to and to create your plans and everything. And I think the main important thing about if you use Chat or Perplexity is to first off create a thread and just list everything that you know about your business. So you're creating Chat as like an employee, and so you want to tell that employee everything that they should know about your business. And so list everything, that your history, what you offer, who you service, everything that you can think of. And then say, do you have any questions? And then Chat will usually come up with somewhere between 5 to 12 different questions just to clarify. And now that you've got that base in there, then it can really work with you to help you build your business. And if you find something like you're writing an email and you say, hey, and you say, yeah, but you put your own little words in there and your own personality, then take that, what you rewrote, and give it back to them, because they'll learn how you want your personality to be and what your words are and be your voice. So make sure you're communicating with your chatbot as far as understanding you and learning more about you.
So when you say chat, are you talking about ChatGPT?
Yes, like
And
ChatGPT or Perplexity is my other favorite one.
and I know ChatGPT is free. Is Perplexity free as well?
There is a free one, yes.
Awesome. So what you're saying is a really different turn on how to utilize
these platforms, because you're actually, I loved what you said was that you're an employee. Like you would say you hired a manager, a media manager for your business, you would have to tell them all these things. So the AI is actually taking the place of that, and they don't just know what to say, so you've got to train them. So I love those tips about going in and saying all the things that you do just like you would tell a human. And I've found I love brainstorming with ChatGPT because they listen just to what you're saying. They're not bringing in any outside information. I mean, they're bringing outside information, but not outside thoughts like a human being would be like, oh, hey, this would be a good idea. They stay right with you and zero in and get you really, really clear on things. So that is amazing. I love that first tip. So tell us about number two.
All right, number two is using tools to make video. Now, video is really important for your ranking because if you put in your video on YouTube, Google owns YouTube, and Google always loves when you're using their tools for your ranking. So
Mhm.
creating not only creating video, but also creating video and then embedding that on your website is going to be a bonus for you for ranking on Google. And so what I will usually do is I'll go to chat and let's say let's say you're working with an HVAC company.
Mhm.
All right. So I will say, give me a list of reasons why somebody should have their air conditioning checked in the springtime before summer. And then it'll give me a list of questions or a list of points. And then I'll take those points and I'll put it into the video program and say, create me a video that highlights these reasons for having your air conditioning checked in the springtime. So then it creates the video, and then I'll use that as my main video. But then I'll go back through, and each one of those points, I'll make that into a short and then link that back to the main video. So with each of the shorts, I'll say, if you want more reasons to have your air conditioning checked in the springtime, check the link below. And so that way it's also creating backlinks to that video.
Oh, this is so great because first of all, this is all the things that make me excited. First of all, repurposing. You creating one big thing and then we are breaking it down and using it for other things. So brilliant, brilliant marketing. Work smarter, not harder, and you take those things, break them down, and then make them new posts into smaller bits, because sometimes people don't have the whole length of time to watch. Sometimes they only have a short amount of time. So question, when AI is creating the video, this is a question because I've not done it before. Does it actually create a video, and how is it creating that video? Or is it just giving you the script and then you create the video?
Oh no, it creates the video. So I use InVideo, which will be on the list of my favorite tools that I'll give to you. And what you do is you can actually record your own voice and put it in there. So it can make videos using your own voice. And it's really, really, so sometimes I'll start the video like this with my head,
Mhm.
and then I'll go into the InVideo and have it use my voice. And you can't even tell that's not me, that it's AI. So it's really amazing. Yeah, it makes the whole video. It'll make the shorts vertical, so you can tell it what you're doing. So it'll make the shorts video. And the really great thing about the shorts is they actually get more Google suggestions than the long video. So like my video might get like 120 views at the beginning,
Mhm.
whereas my shorts are getting 400 or 500 views at the beginning. So
Wow.
having those shorts connected to the long video, again, is a really good tool to get people to go and listen to that one as well.
And that's awesome. And if you're that person who's camera shy and does not want to be on the video, you don't have to be on the video, right?
Correct.
Oh,
Yes. And
this
it could
is
still use your voice.
that's brilliant. That is so good. Awesome. And tool number three.
All right, number three is a website tool, in which case it's called Exagio. And what it will do is it will go in and it will locate like the top three websites in your category, if you will, and then it will pull in their pages and their keywords. So you can see what their structure is, and then it puts it into this platform on your website. And so then you can go and select those keywords and those pages, and you could transfer them over to your layout, if you will, and it'll then create pages for you. And then it'll use AI to create your content and your data structures and all of that. And while you're doing that with the AI, it's actually just putting it right on your website. So it's just using all of that structure from a website that's already ranking number 1, 2, and 3 and putting it into your website.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant because the trick always was go see what other people are doing and then do that on your website. But that's
Mhm.
manual labor. If that's the keyword that they're using is muscles, then you have to make sure that your website says muscles somewhere. So actually what this tool is doing is all of that work for you, finding those keywords, finding the things that are getting those businesses higher in the rankings, then moving them over to you and creating that for you. Wow, that is okay. This is honestly the first time I've heard about this tool, and my mind is blown. This is so amazing. You have got to check this out. Would you do me a favor, Lois? Can you spell out the name of this tool?
Mhm. Yes, it's XAGIO.
XAGIO. Of
Mhm.
course, we're going to have all of this in the show notes and in the Profit Connectors Club. However, I wanted you, if you're just listening, I wanted you to be able to get the spelling of that because a lot of these tools are crazy spellings, right? I think
Oh,
that's
they are.
their hook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. And can you share with us your fourth favorite tool?
All right. The fourth one is a brand new tool for me. All right. All right. You know how everybody, like, you've got to have a chat bot on your website.
Hmm.
Okay. The old chat of like, oh, which of these would you like? Which of these would you like information on? And you click on that one, and then you know it's going through like a mini chat platform.
Right.
Okay. All right. What if you had a chat on your computer, on your website that would talk to people? All right. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this one, like I said, I'm just in this. This one needs a little tweak because it calls me orb, which I'm not sure why it does that. But this is the one that we just did put on my website. So listen up.
Hi, Orb. Thanks for reaching out to JFT Web Marketing. How can I help you with your digital marketing needs today?
I need help with my website. I'm not ranking and I really need some help.
Got it, Orb. It sounds like you're looking to improve your website's search engine rankings. Can you tell me a bit more about your business? For
Yeah.
example, what industry?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have an HVAC company and I'm in Durham, North Carolina.
Thanks for sharing, Orb. For an HVAC company in Durham, ranking higher on search engines is key to attracting local customers. We can help with strategies like local SEO to target your area.
Oh
What do
my
you think?
gosh. Wow. Wow. Okay. So the intonation of that AI, because it sounded like a female voice, where
Yeah.
she said that is key. Like that is the way people talk. That is a really impressive AI audio, and it's audio.
Yes.
So you can actually have a conversation. That's amazing for us audio processors who have to talk everything out. I have a hard time typing in a chat
E-
question. So this is
Exactly. I mean, we are at a point where our attention span is shorter than a fish. And people are not, they're not going to read long content. That's resume. You have to do video. They're not going to chat with the typing, which that's why you want to have something that it can talk to. And you can program this AI to lead them directly to what you want them to do. Like a sample one was shown to us the other day were for a tea company. And the AI actually offered to ship it a sample of tea. So you can, and it took the address, it repeated the address back to them. And it is so much like talking to a person, and you can program it to go through the sales process that you want it to go through.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that is really impressive. And this platform, is this also, does it have a free version or is this all only paid?
This is only a paid version.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well,
Mhm.
that is really and you can teach it to answer the phone the way you are, answer questions the way you want to have them answered. I know whenever when we had our standalone business, that was at a location based business is what I was trying to say. Um, we had a specific way we wanted them to answer the phone and a specific way we wanted things to be communicated. So then you can program that right in, and you always get the same client experience every time, which is so key. One of the biggest things that clients struggle with when working with the business is it's not consistent. When you talk with one person, they're really nice. You talk with someone else and they're kind of rude, and you talk with someone else and they're rushing. And then you talk to a really nice person again, and they're all within the same business. That is actually giving a mixed message and confusion out to your clients. So actually having a tool like this that is this articulate, that sounds real, even though you probably can tell, but it really feels like you're having a conversation, is critical, and this will actually improve the confidence that your clients have in you. This is amazing. Thank you for sharing these
Yeah.
four tools, and I know you have more, Miss Lois.
I know
So
I've got like
can
4 others that are just right at the edge of my tongue wanting to spill out, but
well, you have, first of all, you have a gift to give our listeners, and I would love for you to tell them what that is and how they can get it. We will put that information into the show notes and the profitconnectors.club portal. However, please tell us what your gift is.
so my gift is a list of my actual favorite AI tools. So I will share the link with Sharon, and it changes almost weekly, so it might not be something that you just want to visit one time, but all the tools that I feel that are beneficial, especially to a locally owned business.
Awesome. And how do they find that? Do you have a website address?
Well, I do. It's a Bitly website, so it's
Okay, go ahead.
Bitly, bit.ly capital capital AI tools.
Okay, awesome. So if you didn't catch that, totally okay. We're going to put that into our show notes, and I really want you to get that gift. I want you to stay in contact with Lois, because everything is changing at breakneck speed. This is the new frontier, and the tools that are working now are going to be replaced by even better tools coming up. So Lois is somebody you want to have in your Rolodex if you're old like me. But if you want to have her in your corner as part of your as part of your team. I believe very strongly in having people around you that will make your business better. And I think that Lois is going to be a good connection for you. So I thank you so much for being here with us today, Lois. And those amazing tools, the chat for, like you're training an employee, the video, awesome tip. The website, getting that up to snuff, and in competitive area with the highest ranking other businesses in your field, and the AI assistant that sounds like you're talking to a real person. These are amazing. We'll have all of the names of all of those tools. We'll have everything together for you, because they're crazy the way that they spell them these days. So thank you again, Lois, for being here. We truly appreciate it. These are amazing tools. I'm so excited to get this out. And please, if you want to get all of the information, of course, it will be in the show notes. However, we encourage you, our Profit Connectors, to go to our Profit Connectors Club. That is profitconnectors.club. We'll have all of Lois's contact information, her bio, all of the gifts that she has for you today, as well as all of our show notes on all of the episodes and upcoming episodes that you can check out. Thank you for joining us for Profit Connections podcast. Have a great day. Hey, Profit Connectors, that's it for another Profit Connections podcast. If you're ready to make moves and connections that take your business to the next level and get your gifts and resources, head over to the website profitconnectors.club. That's profitconnectors.club and get your goodies right now.